Ontario Liberals have released an audio tape. They say the recording shows PC leader Doug Ford directly participated in buying bogus party memberships. They say he did it on behalf of a PC candidate in suburban Toronto. CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick is on the story. She joins me live from outside the Ontario legislature. So what exactly are these accusations coming from the Liberals, Megan?
Well, as you mentioned, Suhanna, they are accusing Doug Ford of participating in bogus PC party membership sales back in 2016. This is when the current candidate for an Etobicoke riding, Kinga Surma, was running for the nomination in that riding. So it allegedly occurred one day in a Tim Hortons store where Ford was helping Kinga Surma sign up new members so they could vote in the nomination meeting. And there's an audio recording that was made on a cell phone, and on it you can allegedly hear Ford telling people they don't need to pay for a party membership and that they don't need to fill out all the forms completely, that they'll take care of that for other people. The Liberals are saying that signing up bogus memberships and telling people they don't need to pay for it would violate party rules. Party memberships cost $10 each, and it's against the rules to get someone else to pay for you. And beyond that, Deb Matthews, the Liberal co-chair, was saying that not only might this break party rules, but it might violate election financing rules, because if you pay for other people's memberships, that can be considered campaign donations, and there's limits on campaign donations. Beyond that, the second key accusation they're making against Doug Ford is that they're saying the woman that was running against Kinga Surma, her name's Pina Martino, she was alleging that Kinga Surma was involved in improper practices trying to sign up new members, and that Doug Ford on 2 occasions followed this woman home in his car. On 2 occasions, she says, in a letter to party officials that the Liberals obtained. Now, the Liberals are trying to use all of this against Doug Ford, saying that this shows voters his character and what kind of person he is. Take a listen to how Deb Matthews was describing this incident at a news conference at Liberal Party headquarters this morning.
She tells of one incident where Mr. Ford, and again I quote, followed me home. To say the least, this paints a disturbing picture of Doug Ford, a man who wants to be elected premier of this province, but a man who is also lurking around corners in a hulking black SUV waiting to scare a woman.
Quite the description from Deb Matthews of the PC party leader there. They are calling on Ford to dump Kinga Surma as a candidate. And in terms of the audio recording, Suhanna, important to note, they say they were provided this audio recording by someone who was in the Tim Hortons store that day. They say they have taken steps to verify its authenticity.
And what is Doug Ford saying, Megan?
Well, he's describing this as a desperate move by the Liberals 2 weeks before Election Day. He had an event this morning in Tillsonburg, Ontario, where, as you can imagine, he got lots of questions on this from reporters. He is saying that he was asked if he would fire Kinga Surma as the candidate in Etobicoke Centre. His answer to that was that these allegations were made by her opponent in the race more than 2 years ago. They were dealt with by the party. The allegations were dismissed, and that he's going to keep focused on his campaign and his campaign promises to Ontario voters. He's saying that the Liberals are doing this simply to change the channel, to distract voters from their record of waste and mismanagement. Asked if he's ever bought a membership for anyone else, he said no. Asked if he followed that woman home in his car, he said that never happened. And then he went on again to repeat that this is an attempt by the Liberals and a desperate attempt to change the channel. But it certainly was changing the channel for the PCs today, Suhanna, knocking him off message. He was there in Tillsonburg to make an announcement about manufacturing at a factory, but of course distracted by these allegations made by the Liberals this morning.
Thanks for that, Megan. CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick in Toronto.